Hey, 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 getting ready to go live here. Come on aboard as you're joining me. Let me know. Hey, guys, let me know who's here. Say hello. If you have a secret code name, let me know what your real name is. And in the meantime, guys, great to see you. Happy Thursday. And today we're talking about if your children are getting in trouble for things you taught them or for things you've allowed them to watch or do that is way beyond their years. So that's what we're talking about. Thank you for joining me. Replay viewers, thank you so much for joining it as well. I very much appreciate it. And let me know also where you're coming in from. You know, we've got a lot of friends in our crew from Brazil. So let me know if you're anywhere around the globe. In the meantime, guys, I'm not going to waste your time, not going to waste mine. We'll get started right away talking about tonight's topic. First, let me tell you about who I am. Sorry, I always drink water. So I keep drinking water. Drink a little more water. Hydrate, hydrate, hydrate you, hydrate your kids, hydrate everyone you know. Hydration, very important. So anyway, my name is Celia and I am your family empowerment coach. And I'm here basically, hi, just be me. How are you? I like that name. I'm here to help you get all your parenting skills better, improve, just so you can deal with life as a parent, which sometimes, as we know, can be a little crazy. And if you have refined skills, your kids will too. And they will grow up to be the amazing adults that you've dreamed them to be. So that's what I'm here to help you with: parenting skills, health, wellness. And right now, we're going to talk about things that kids get in trouble for that are taught to them by their parents. Also, I'd love you to share this out. Tap the screen with lots of love. Hey, Greg, thank you for joining me. How are you tonight? And tap the screen, tap, 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 and share it out. Love to have more people aboard talking about this topic because it is a serious pet peeve of mine. So, when you have young children or older children, a lot of times parents feel it's okay to cuss. It's okay to, be mean around them. It's okay to bully them. It's okay to let them watch movies that are way beyond their years. It's okay to let them play video games that are way beyond their years. And then when they repeat language that they're not supposed to repeat because they shouldn't even know it, they get in trouble. But what parents have to understand is that a lot of times children, especially toddlers, which are usually my focus, don't have the brain capacity to really understand what is being put in front of them. So if you're playing a shooting video game where there's blood and shooting and all that, that may seem all great for you as a grown-up, but a child doesn't know reality from a video game. They don't know that. They don't have the capacity to know that. It's not there in their head yet. If they're watching a movie where there's an onslaught of cuss words, they don't understand where it is right to use this and where it is not proper to use this. If you are a parent that cusses, I was in one of my parenting groups and someone asked a question if you thought it was all right to cuss in front of your children. And my reply in the group was, well, it's certainly okay to cuss in front of your children if you are not going to be upset when they cuss right back to you, because they will, because that's the language you're teaching them. If they're allowed to watch a movie that is full of cuss words, violence, things that they are too young to handle, then when that stuff comes out into their language into their persona, and then they get in trouble for it. You taught it to them. So you really have to think about what you're doing and teaching to your children and what you're putting in front of them. Is it something that is age appropriate for them? Video games have a bunch of ratings on them. Movies have a bunch of ratings on them. They're not there as a joke. They're there to help you as a parent, guide you as to what is age appropriate for a child or not age appropriate for a child. Another post on Facebook was a 3-year-old ranting and raving, F this to their parents, F that, F this, F that. And their parents are like driving in the car, and this child is screaming like a maniac, and about every other word was the F word. Now, at 3, he did not come out of the womb talking like this. He did not come out of the womb screaming and yelling. Those parents in the front seat are who taught him that behavior. And the comments on Facebook were, my kids would never act like this. I would spank that boy's hiney, blah, 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 blah. Went on and on about the boy. The only one that mentioned the parents was me, because the words out of his mouth are not his words, it's their words. And when parents speak languages and do behaviors that is way above the mental capacity of a child, punishing them for what you've taught them is totally unreasonable. If you're going to go ahead and bully a kid at home and they go to school and they bully someone else, they can't be blamed for that because you taught them. So, it's a problem that is evident in so many children. Just like the lack of discipline for a child, the lack of discipline and the lack of boundaries and responsibilities create children who will talk back and mimic their parents and mimic other things they see. And if they're never reprimanded for their language and they don't have a role model to guide them for their language, how will they ever learn? So your responsibility as a parent, as I've spoken about and addressed before, your responsibility is to really think about what kind of an adult do you want your child to be. And when you think about that, you are responsible for modeling the behavior, keeping the movies they watch and the games they play under control and age appropriate for them. Magazines, books, whatever's out there that's in your home that is not age appropriate for them, you need to control in some way. If you have a toddler, their brain's not developed to understand, to self-regulate. They're not there yet. That's your job to teach them. So I impress upon you to really think before you speak. Think before you let them play a game that's so full of violence that it's above and beyond what they can comprehend. Think before you let them watch a movie at a young age that is so full of violence and cuss words that they cannot possibly understand. Not a family movie. Little kids are kids for a reason. They're learning, they're growing. They should be reading books that encourage that growth. They should be watching shows and movies that encourage that. That's what it's about as a parent, is to guide your children through the age process so that as they grow up, as they get more mature, as they get older and their brain gets more developed to understand these things, that's what your job is to guide them and steer them in the right direction. And if something happens where you're just flying off the handle, saying words you never thought should be coming out of your mouth, but they do, when your child repeats those words, you need to say, look, I'm really sorry that those words came out of my mouth and they shouldn't have. Be transparent, be authentic, and apologize. And it'll teach them to apologize as well. So watch what they're watching, watch what they're doing, keep an eye on what they're doing on a computer and a tablet. Watch out for YouTube. YouTube is a classic way to get kids talking in a way that you don't want them talking. Even on kids' YouTube, there are things like Jeffy, which kids are loving, which is totally inappropriate for kids to be watching, and it's on kids' YouTube. Watch out for stuff like that. Really see what's going on. So that's what I wanted to say, because it's really kind of a pet peeve of mine. So please be careful of what you say, what they watch, what you're doing, because kids will do what you do, not necessarily what you say. Although if you say crazy things, they may repeat what you say. They will mimic you, absolutely. So don't be a do as I say, not as I do parent. Be a do as I do parent. And watch your kids grow up to be amazing adults like you. And I'm here, guys, Monday through Friday at 9 o'clock. I'm live on Facebook Monday through Wednesday at 2 o'clock and at other times throughout the week. I'll be here tomorrow for Free for All Friday, where we get to talk about anything parenting, health, wellness, nutrition, whatever you'd like. And you can also join my Landmark Parenting group on Facebook. There it is. We have a lot of new things that are going to be coming up and going on. And I'd love to have you as a part of it. So guys, thank you so much for joining me. Replay viewers, thank you for rewatching. And I wish you guys lots of peace, love, and just a ton of laughter in your family. I'll see you here tomorrow night at 9 o'clock on Periscope. Bye-bye, everybody.